The track was much harder than people were saying that it was going to be. I'm happy with the position that I got.
The hardest part of the time trial yesterday was basically just not preparing well enough for it.
Day 2 was expected to be the hardest of the 3 days.
You know, it's really hard and really tough, and I'm feeling it. I'm happy with what I did today, and I'm gonna have a sleep and chill.
We got an early start so we could take our time and prep and get suited up just before the race.
Now we're on the road to the start and finish by Bushman's. Just a little bit tired at the moment. It's nice, we're not in a rush, no panicking, Tim's on time, so good vibes as well.
My fan's in a very vulnerable position right now. It's not very guarded, so I can't afford to fall on it. So what I'm going to do is I'm not going to race today. I never came here to race really. I came here to finish, and that's the main thing. It's just so that if I fall, it doesn't hit the fan. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the last day, so it's going to be a tough one, I think. I'm just going to try and focus the whole time on the finish, and keep it in my mind and just work towards that. And yeah, it's going to be dusty, but there's a lot of wind, so which is good because then it's going to blow the dust away. So.
I'm just hurting a little bit. Had a big crash yesterday. So today the plan is just to keep it safe and just try and miss the last time bar and just take it as slow as possible, as fast as necessary. I just want to get home in one piece. That's all I'm really concerned about now. So yeah, just taking it easy and staying hydrated, and I don't know what to expect, so I don't actually know what to prepare for. So we'll just take it kilometer by kilometer and see how it goes.
The day proved to be testing with 117 k's of rocks and dust throughout the whole day. I really took my time at the first refuel so that I could get as much energy into me before I set out for the rest of the ride. And 50 k's of the ride, there was only 2 self refuels, so I had to make sure. When you're out there for 5 hours and you've done about 50 k's, you feel like you've been in the boxing ring for 12 hours. So you've got to find the strength somewhere to carry on riding, and it's all in your mind the whole time, just to push through and get to the finish. Whether it's snail pace or at a little bit of speed, it's important to just keep moving and not stop. In this race, there's so many factors that can go wrong with bike braking or body braking. And with Rion's case, he had a problem with his carb, which kept on leaking. I worked endlessly to try and rectify the problem, but it cost him too much time in the end. So unfortunately, Rion had to pull out on the final day. I was in a bit of a rush to get to the second DSP, and I kept a good pace, but it kind of almost cost me the race. I came to an off-camber cliff with a bit of a drop-off. I had a little bit of pace, and I didn't really judge the distance too well. I high-sided off about a 10-meter drop. Luckily, there was a bit of bush that cushioned my landing. The bike landed on top of me, and so now I was stuck in a situation where I had to try and get out of. At that point in time, I realized no one was going to help me, and I had to get out of the situation myself.
Please help! Help!
So I dragged that bike down that cliff. It was probably the hardest thing I had to do, but I was not giving up. There was memories of last year where I didn't finish coming to my mind, but I just blocked that out and pushed through as much as I could. Managed to find myself an old pass that was there hidden amongst the rocks and bush. That fall was a very big wake-up call for me. I needed to now focus on finishing the ride and not race as much as I was. 5 kilometers before the finish, my family was sitting on the edge of the river cheering me on. It made me realize that I had finished the Roof of Africa, even though there was 5 kilometers to go. It just got me more amped to get to the finish. Go, boy, go! My RBS Yamaha 250 FX had made it to the finish line of the Roof of Africa, and I couldn't have been more grateful. The sponsors that got involved with Huz and VW Rustenburg, RBS Yamaha, you guys really played a huge part in getting me to the finish of the Roof of Africa 2016. Stoked that I finished the roof. Just a big relief. I never finished last year, and I really was focusing on finishing this year strong. So I finished. Stoked.